Hello everyone, and welcome to another incredible episode on Pokemon A to Z. This time, I have with me, so I am your incredible host, Mancini the Amazing, and I have the most magnanimous guest, the most incredible guest, one of the greatest guests in the history of people who live in the middle of nowhere. Please say hello to our guest, LS.
Hi, it's me, I'm LS, and apparently I live in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. It is an extensive ride out any single time I go to interact with you. It is multiple hours of travel, which I guess is true for several people, but only not relative to the major population centres.
Okay, well, Australia moment.
But you're just like on the edge of a city, whereas,
Oh, yeah.
you know, while that's technically also true for, say, Alice, it's only like a 40-odd drive, whereas yours is like an hour drive.
Where?
I agree,
Sounds
you
like
should
a lot
be
of
crying.
complaining.
So, today on this episode, the third episode, we go to the start. Oh, it's not Bibbidi Bobbidi Obama. It's not Olomolomolomolomolomola. It's Altaria. And I may have an ulterior option as we go to the bottom of the list, and we go, no, not Zoroark, no, not Zoroark again. Oh, this time it's another two Pokemon in a row of the same Pokemon. Here's Galarian Zapdos, though this one is very different, I think, to the other one. Altaria is, and for the purpose of this video, I had this, and I probably should have kept this open earlier. We're kind of looking at what the Pokemon are kind of like in VPL, because this is meant to think about it for ladder, for draft as a format and exploring these Pokemon, but also for the concept of building more generally if there are sometimes niche picks which may assist in your particular meta. Unfortunately, I don't think this is necessarily the meta for Altaria. That does bring, despite the fact it does bring some very interesting things.
I don't think there is a meta for Altaria.
There can be.
Unless it's like mega low tier.
No, like I think there can be like a standard meta for it if it was very, like, you know, it's possible to have a team which hinges very heavily around weather, or like that you're super weak to the opposing weather speed control, where Cloud9 is just like functionally a win condition.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you have 6 Pokemon on a team and you're only bringing 4. You can have that one Mon, which is most of the time a dead slot. People were doing that with Abomasnow way back when. You know, they would bring it sometimes against Groudon and Kyogre. Abomasnow was the Groudon check, you know. So yes, Altaria could theoretically have that sort of matchup. It has a really, really wide move pool. It got access to Brave Bird. I forget if that was this gen or last gen, but I think that was a cool addition. To really actually get some value out of its 70 attack, which it can also theoretically do with Hurricane, though you'd be running Natural Cure instead of Cloud9. It's got a lot of light coverage. Like, the Draco does hit hard. We've seen Outrage see genuine competitive play, which is very funny. It's got Parasol, which is also a decent niche. There may be a position where that, you know, is something that maybe if you are a Parastrap team where you're really weak to the damage from weather. Wow, this is
Safeguard to just annoy Amoonguss even more.
You know what? Safeguard is technically an option that you can run. You already have Natural Cure, but you know, it's true. It's got like, yeah, really weird coverage, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Earthquake, and it does have access to Dragon Dance as well as Cotton Guard as setup, but it doesn't have Body Press. This Pokemon used to run setup like a Cotton Guard setup with Roost. Still has Roost, so maybe it will do that again. And it does have access to Tailwind, which is nice, as well as Wisp, which is somewhat convenient. And then in terms of its other moves, a lot of them have really random utility. It has Weather, which goes great with Cloud9. But Fire Spin can, you know, does have some utility, which is, I think, significantly better in draft than in standard ladder. But you know what? Maybe it scares someone.
You'd have to do a lot to scare someone with a Fire Spin.
Yeah, well, they can't switch. You know, that's. Then they wouldn't be able to switch out anymore. You know.
I mean, you can Perish Trap yourself, and then.
I don't even know if you can. I don't know if Fire Spin works like that. But yes, so Oh, you mean like you can Perish Trap one target, not your partner Pokemon?
Yeah.
I have no idea how it works on your partner Pokemon. So, this Pokemon has some features. I think it, in 4 points, it's probably a reasonable pick if you are not a weather team. Or if you are a rain team, maybe you just want Hurricane, and then you're like, you know what, I don't like this Mr. Abomasnow and Iron Bundle. I will just be able to hit Hurricane sometimes, and then sometimes run Cloud9. It does have a fairly decent defensive typing in Dragon Flying.
And it has this funny Terra mechanic, so when you go to click Ice Beam, you can click Terra Steel on its face.
You know what? That is actually very true. Because all of its weaknesses are resisted by Steel, right?
Yeah, I mean, this thing was garbage before. I mean, it's not garbage, right? But it sucked a lot more.
Hey, it was mediocre.
It wasn't... Because, I mean, especially as well, in Draft, I feel like it was a lot more than Ladder. People just click the Icy Wind move a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely have been
like
formats where people
Wind
click Icy Wind more than the current format on Ladder, that's for sure. Also, it has Helping Hand, which is a broken move. So, yes, Altaria does have Tailwind support, it does have Helping Hand support, these are decent options. Dang it, you know who else has Tailwind and Helping Hand?
And coaching, the greatest
No, it doesn't.
support. Yes, it does. It has
Not in the
coaching.
format, only in that dex.
Okay, well, let me cope, because coaching is the greatest move of all time.
It is the greatest move of all time on Riolu. Thunderous Kick is funny. It lowers the target's defense by 1 stage. It's also got Brave Bird. So this Pokemon is kind of like
Ancient Power.
the same Pokemon as Altaria. But hey, do you know what else is interesting about Zapdos?
You also Terra Steel it.
It has one weakness that isn't covered by Terra Steel. Which means Altaria is a better Terra Steel abuser. Yeah, it getting Tailwind this gen was definitely really nice for it. Defiant is obviously really good on a strong physical attacker. Close Combat and Brave Bird are nice, and then you also have the longer game sort of play with Thunderous Kick and Drill Peck. It's got pretty mediocre coverage. I believe it is genuinely just Stomping Tantrum and U-Turn.
And Ancient Power.
You know what,
forget about
that rock
Power.
move. Yeah, and then it's got like Facade. Like, it doesn't even have Double Edge or Body Slam, which is a bit rough. So you are kind of doing this, or not that your dual stab is
Terra
bad.
Blasting. Terra Blasting is always an option.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not that your dual stab is bad, but if you want anything more, you Terra Blast. Oh, I got Trailblaze. That's great into all of the Rotom washes that you Terra Grass in front of.
It's a very oddly specific interaction.
Please tell me what else you cover. Actually, no, I just realized CC is still just as strong.
You proc your own Defiant, and then you have super strong CCs.
Yes. Oh, I mean, you cannot proc your own Defiant, but if you're... do you know how you can proc your own Defiant?
Magic Bounce. I don't know.
No, it's skill swapping Intimidate. Or into Magic... Or you do a stat drop into Magic Bounce. Yeah, that does also work. But the skill swapping Intimidate is funny. So, the main thing I thought about this kind of setup is that you really kind of gravitate very heavily towards an aggressive sort of team. Is that also what you would feel from these two Pokemon?
I mean, Zapdos inherently, all it does is offense, so...
I mean, that's
yeah.
not straight up true, right? It
Okay,
has Light
sure.
Screen.
It does... Okay,
like, Thunderous
technically
Kick is the
right.
funny move.
Like,
it's
it's gonna
bulkier than
click
regular
Tailwind.
Zapdos.
Okay, it's gonna click Tailwind, though, then that's its support move done. Or
Yeah, and
Helping
Thunderous
Hand.
Kick is a support move.
Sure, but depends on what the rest of yours 4 are.
Yeah. So that definitely is something that makes me want to gravitate towards just like a full-on... Like, either a full-on offensive team, or bring something with screens where Thunderous Kick is going to be getting through the team. Which then probably means we want some sort of item removal.
And
because
I mean...
this guy doesn't get either screen. Which I figured we'd get
small
one
bit
of.
of synergy, the small bit of synergy is Altaria is slower, so you can hit
Thunderous Kick and then follow
into
up.
strong Brave Birds and stuff.
Yes, or Acrobatics, which is boosted off if your Yache Berry being consumed.
No, you're Shuka Berry because you're a Steel type. Come on.
That's true. Sorry, I have to get with the times. I think the Terra Steel is definitely stronger on this. I'm surprised that this doesn't have like a random Steel move. It feels like one of those mons that would have like Steel Wing at the very least. But yes, I definitely feel like maybe a physically offensive team, maybe even theoretically throwing Chien-Pao onto the comp, And then, you know, how do you best abuse defense drops?
6 Pokemon that are Terra Steel.
I don't see how that best abuses defense drops.
But it'd be funny.
Okay. So my general theory is these sort of support drops. The things that you benefit the most from are multi-hit moves, spread moves, and like leeching moves, or whatever you want to call them. The moves that do recovery based on damage dealt.
Give me a hands. Actually, no, with Zapdos is the same. But not really.
It is another fairy weakness, which is probably something we want to avoid. There's a Pokemon.
A real steel type.
There's a Pokemon that I kind of want to bring. Some people have been a hater, but I think it is pretty decent.
Oh yeah, I can see that bit of blading up on the 0 HP. I feel like even an AV set would work pretty well.
Yeah, Citrus or AV. You might even want to follow this up with like Ting Lu.
Okay,
and
that's
then
too much cooking.
Just have another fairy resist. Well, the idea is that Ting Lu kind of is that AV to these Pokemon, and then if we're trying to...
But aren't you just running like a Sash Qianpao every time?
It could be Covert Cloak. But
it's either Cloak or like Terra Ghost.
Yeah, those are the two options. Obviously, this could be Covert Cloak. And then whatever we have last needs to be able to beat Fluttermane.
Terra Steel. So you can
Terra
type
Steel
the
on
word
which Pokemon?
all of them. You can type the funny word steel into the search function and it'll pop up a steel type for you.
Okay. Which steel types do you think are pretty good? Actually, I just realized Qianpao Ting Lu is probably pretty unrealistic.
Yeah. Obviously Arceus Steel.
Yes,
we can
Arceus.
Run gold. Actually, no, we want to beat Fluttermane. We could run a funny Gambit and have 2 Defiant Mons for no reason.
We probably want to have, like, a special attacker on this team. Which kind of leads me to wanting to beat Heatran.
Goodra.
Goodra's a special attacker now? Doesn't it run, like, Heavy Slam Body Press? It's not a
Fairy
Fairy Resist, or a Ghost Resist.
Okay, but it's a Goodra.
But Heatran.
I mean, yeah. Okay, but sure, take the Ting Lu off, though, because you're counteracting your own thing. And then you can click the funny Terra Grass.
You forget Heatran's only stat move. Fluttermane's an awkward Pokemon to check.
I mean,
shit,
it's a Fluttermane.
What does this... Does it just run like Heat Wave and Flash? I should just pull up Pikalytics.
No, you can Terra Grass. It's always Terra Grass, Terra Blast.
Terra Blast? We Earth Power for opposing. Do we run a Soulfest with Earth Power?
I mean, yeah, it's probably fine.
The Heavy Slam beats opposing Heatran. It's, I think, 60 base power. Because I'm assuming that they Terra into a Grass type, and then we don't beat them otherwise. Heatran. Heatran sets it likes to run Protect, but we can't do that because we have an Assault Vest. It says it likes to run Flash Cannon more than Terra Blast.
Well, that's just wrong. Sources
it says 61% usage of Flash Cannon versus 28% usage of Terra Blast.
Well, I mean, because most of the time they don't run Heavy Slam because they want to beat Fluttermane. That's the whole reason you bring a Heatran.
Heavy Slime is meant to be Fluttermane. This is true.
I feel like you slap like a random Rillaboom or something on this team.
I do kind of like the Fake Out. I don't know if Rillaboom is the right thing when we, I guess we're not Ice Week anymore, right? So what do we not kill?
Do we have Urshifu checks? I mean, we have Zapdos.
We have Altaria. Resist the dual stab.
I feel like you run... Don't you run T-Wind on Altaria? Or am I gapping?
I think that these two Pokemon come in different sets of 4.
Okay.
Because they're the same Pokemon.
So you run T-Wind on both. Oh, you're cooking. I love it.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Run Tailwind, Helping Hand on both of them.
I'm not running Helping Hand on Zapdos. I don't know why it's Thunderous Kick, Terra Blast. It should just beat Jewel Pack. Yep, that's basically it. Except we don't want to run Attack Investment because we're Thunderous Kick. So therefore we want to be max health. Altaria's got Brave Bird. Does it get Wing Beat in this format? No.
No. is just brave.
I mean, this probably could be like Terra Blast. We could go Terra Fairy and pretend this was like regular.
Slap a
With
wisp
Play
on it or something.
I don't even know what Whisper's for.
T-Wind Wisp, mate.
It's Cloud9. Actually, does this one get Whirlwind? It doesn't get Whirlwind or Roar. Do you get Whirlwind or Roar? No.
I do. Rawr.
Currently, this is our best, I guess offense is just our best check to, Trick Room.
Coach always told me your best offense is actually just always offense.
I thought Coach told you the best offense was just playing well. And then we just run Sacred, right?
Yeah. And you max that thing.
Yeah, it's like not a whole lot changes. And then we just want to run defense on the Heatran. Though actually, we want to run some speed because we want to be faster than some other Heatrans, but we don't want to be that much faster than them. So we'll just like run like some speed, but not a lot. We got Tailwind, so that's the thing that's speed for Heatran.
And is this? You have 2 citrus berries. Smile.
You're completely correct. What's the?
Oh, you Shuka berry.
Have you even run Terra Steel yet?
Okay, but we already established it's the optimal one to run.
We were definitely pretty clear on that.
I still feel like this team gets clapped by Urshifus, no?
Well, if Altaria and Zapdos supposed to check it.
Okay,
We still have room for a last mod, right? I don't know what to run on this because it needs to be able to beat Heatran.
Brick Break to break the screens as well.
Brick Break? Okay.
And then slap an ally switch on there because cool kids click that.
Wouldn't you prefer to be Protect? Isn't this like the best? Isn't this the most important mod on our team? Should we have like a ghost move?
Altaria is.
That's true. That's true. I I was neglecting to consider the fact that Altaria was the most important mod on the team. I mean, we just run 4 attack, but what we really need is some more special defense. Also, we need more physical defense. But
if we want to cook, we can put Perish Song and Altaria and slap a Gothitelle in.
That's true. We can.
Because it gives us a fake out and another.
I'm just gonna be like just random. So this is meant to be playing long game. This should definitely be Fizdef, not special defensive.
And then you slap a lefties on it.
No, it's definitely still Hype Up Very. And then the last one is Gothitelle. I do love Gothitelle, not because it's good, but because it's funny.
It is.
It's probably fine. Like, it's probably not bad in this. So Fake Out, and then we want, what's it? Imprison, Trick Room. What else does...
Shadow Ball.
What else can we imprison? I guess Shadow Ball is not a terrible thing to imprison. Could imprison Psychic.
So we can like Terra Normal
imprison
and
Protect.
then beat a Flutter Main.
How would Terra Normal help us beat a Flutter Main?
If it wants to click a Shadow Ball into you.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like,
just click Spec Steagling.
Like, how would imprisoning Shadow Ball help?
If it's locked, if it's Specs, isn't it locked into it?
Okay, but it can switch because it's a ghost type. I guess unless it Terra Fairies to click Shadow Ball. Shouldn't we just run Helping Hand? Isn't that funnier?
Or Heal Pulse.
Well, we should run an attacking move. It should definitely be... We definitely need a move on this. Also, this needs to have a Mental Herb because we ran all the other items on other Pokemon. You're specially defensive, so you'll be physically defensive.
And I guess it adds another check to Water Shifu, somewhat. Smile, Cope, Smile.
On a scale of 1 to Cope, definitely Cope.
Unless we Terra Grass it. Oh,
I was thinking it probably is Terra Grass for that purpose, but also to deal with Amoonguss, which is what Psychic is for.
Amoonguss sus.
Alright. Is this team broken, or is this team broken?
It needs fire nicknames and then it's broken.
I don't want you getting me cancelled again. Okay, what about
What did I get you cancelled last time?
Zap. Toasty.
Zapdos. Because he's got cute toes.
That is a statement you have made on the internet. You're trying to get me cancelled again.
Chian toes because he's got cute toes.
Seru
no
Leggy.
toes because he has no toes. Heat toes because he has cute toes. Got the toes because she probably has toes.
She?
It. We hadn't selected a gender.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just always a female Pokemon in my head. It's one of those ones.
You've got those regressive tendencies. Alright, that's the team. Have you logged into the account?
Yes.
Alright.
You did give the Gothitelle a nature right. I'm not crazy.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I did. I did some more laddering on my tournament team to help get this thing up, and then I realized it was bad, so I changed a little, and then it was still bad. Alright. Huh. So this seems like a pretty Cheems-oriented lead. Yeah, no, yeah. Maybe Cheems Zapdos? Are you in the game?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just looking. No, you need Altaria because they have a Sunsetter. They don't know we're Cloud9.
I just wanted to double check we were Cloud9, but could we bring it in the back?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and then have did we even run? We did not run a Terra on Ceruledge. We probably should have, and then we bring Heatran and Altaria then.
Yeah, I mean, do we just have to be careful not to lose to hands?
That's what Pair Song's for.
Oh, I forgot we put that on there. Yes, correct.
We have a really bad matchup into Gyarados.
Nah, it's a supportive Gyarados.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm worried about. The Thunderwave, the Thunderwave Waterfall Iron Head set. Though the Iron Head isn't really the scary bit. Skibbity bop. So
he doesn't know about Defiant.
So I kind of just want to
double the hands. Same.
Double the hands? Did we Terra then?
I mean,
do you reckon Zapdos picks up Iron Hands at +1 with Sword of Ruin? Oh, I forgot we had no attack investment.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
It doesn't appreciate a kick to the face.
I kind of expect them to fake out Cheems. What if we
there was always the Giga Alpha Male double protect turn 1 play.
Why would we double protect? Zapdos is Covert Cloak.
Ah, well, I mean, at least protect GM Power and then Thunder Kick the hands.
So there is definitely the option of tearing, but I kind of want to switch the GM Power into Altaria and go for Thunder Kick.
Yeah. Because, I mean, even if they want to T-Wave the GM Power.
Okay, let's see which one they T-Wave. Gosh, that does not do a whole lot of
Oh, look at that. That Terra Steel would have ate that as well, you know?
The Terra Steel would have eaten Fake Out?
Yep. Okay, I think we drop a Draco.
Why not just Brave Bird and Thunderous Kick their hands?
You raise a valid point, but I like saying the phrase drop a Draco because it's funny.
I didn't realize we were poking MMD over here.
That's me.
And then this punishes everything except Thunderwave from Gyarados as they switch in Fluttermane. Because Brave Bird is going to do okay damage. Yeah, dropping a Draco just feels risky for not much reason. Okay, let's see if they
bring in the Torkoal.
Oh, the crit. The Draco would have punished because we got the crit.
Exactly.
This is actually really bad. We still have Terra at least. I'm glad you didn't bait me into terroring the GM Power.
I literally... Okay.
I kind of want to protect Altaria, Terra Steel, and Tailwind, but I kind of think they might attack. I'm assuming Fluttermane comes in here.
Yeah, last one's just Fluttermane.
They haven't gone into anything, which is weird. 22 is honestly pretty decent damage.
We should have just had Terra Blast Steel on the...
We did used to have it, eh?
Now there is the option as well to be a psychopath and click Terra Steel Perish Song to force the Torkoal out into the Gyarados.
Wouldn't we just Draco?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it? How much do you reckon it does? Altaria, Torkoal, level 50. It took 22. It's Fizz Def? Why is it Fizz Def?
Yeah.
No, that's not Fizz Def, sorry. Yeah, no, that is Fizz Def. That's max Fizz Def Torkoal. Why is it max Fizz Def? No, I have Ruin on. I think Draco, sorry, Terra Steel, Draco, and Protect is fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't it just click D-Gleam here? I guess.
Yeah, if it clicks D-Gleam here, that's fine.
Terra Fairy D-Gleam. What a free thinker.
Okay, I would like this Draco to hit into 33. That's how much. That's less than we thought. So wait,
see,
it's specially defensive.
The Heat Wave burned.
The Heat Wave burned. At least they gave us our berry.
You just bring Zapdos
in Heatran?
into Heatran, yeah. And then
Okay.
you just stack the Altaria slot, I guess.
Perish Song and go into Heatran.
I mean, it's dead anyway.
What do you mean? Like, yeah, it's dead to a double up. But Perish Song does like force them
Look
to
at that
make
Flash
decisions,
Fire.
right?
Now we click Heat Wave back because we're cool.
Also, Chin Power does speed tag.
I mean, we could just
Don't we just go Zapdos, Protect, and
and hit Heat Wave.
Heat Wave? I kind of want Earth Power.
But you have Sun boosted Flash Fire Heat Wave. Doesn't that just?
There's no way it's going to pick up Torkoal. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about Flutter Mane though. I guess I should Protect and Heavy Slam the Flutter Mane. No, they're just gonna switch Flutter Mane into Gyarados, so I want to Protect and Earth Power the Torkoal.
I mean,
you're outplaying me this game, lol. I appreciate that, my opponent. Don't BM. Don't BM. You're trying to get me cancelled again.
that's my whole thing.
That's like our opponent says all of these. Okay, well I'm just shit at Pokemon apparently. So my general thought process is, I can just go into Qianpao and it's got a Sash, so it would need to be doubled up to die. And then I can Heavy Slam the Flutter Mane. But they're just going to switch into Torkoal.
And you also have your own Heatran on a timer.
Yeah, I know, but I can switch it in next turn. The idea would be that I would Protect and then switch. Are they going to switch Flutter Mane into Torkoal? Did you put the timer on?
I did not.
Alright, I think they're going to. They did not. So I want to Protect and switch in Zapdos.
The classic flinch as well, by the way.
They flinched me! Well, I mean, I Earth Powered anyways. No, I should go for an attack, right? Oh, my attacks are terrible. I guess I Sucker Punch and switch in Zapdos. I don't think my opponent thinks that we're outplaying them anymore. The Ice Spinner did no damage.
I'll look back to Defiant boost. Wait, no, Covert Cloak. Dang, that's funny. I mean,
I think I just Earth Power and Tailwind, right?
Yeah,
Earth Power the Torkoal.
I looked at Earth Power and said Heat Wave out loud.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what you were doing, right? Waterfall did 44. I guess I should have Protected instead of... Okay, we lived because of Sun. So I can always Heat Wave and Brave Bird. Drill Peck, rather.
Yeah, I don't know.
The problem is that, like, I lose.
Yeah.
Heat Wave is my best move into Gyarados, I think. I guess Terra Blast might be better. Oh, okay, cool.
The helpful crit.
Just crit.
Don't.
They went for Heat Wave themselves. That's good.
Figgy Berry.
They're Figgy Berry. What the hell is this?
Now you Drill Peck the...
Heavy Slam the Flutter Mane.
Do you outspeed? No.
Oh, God. I mean, Zapdos probably does. I don't think that Heatran does.
But it still just clicks D-Gleam and wins the video game.
If Heatran outsped, it'd be fine, but Heatran does not outspeed. So I think that terraing the Altaria was a mistake, and if we'd terraed the Zapdos, we would have won.
Probably.
Maybe not. So the key is to somehow Earth Power, like Drill Peck needs to just Giga Crit. No, I should Protect and Heavy Slam in case they choke by attacking straight into Zapdos. Like, I don't have an actual out, so I need to play around them choking. Yeah, I didn't
Train
think that it
should
was
have
going to
lived
live.
that.
It's like I really was not confident in living. I'd be interested to see how much this drill peck is doing. Okay, so if that was Brave Bird with attack investment, it would have OHKO'd, which is good to know. Lol.
Remember to add a Terra type to Sarah Ledge.
I don't know what Terra type makes sense. Is fire not just fine? No, fire's not fine. We need to be something that reduces damage taken from... I guess it's just grass. Alright, that's probably Terra Water. Terra Water's fine.
Grimmsnarl. This isn't... Okay, I guess I want to click...
So, I think this goes back to being like a Team Zapdos lead. Also, we definitely should have just had Ceruledge in the back last game.
Probably.
So, Zapdos and Teams into Ceruledge and Heatran.
And yeah. I would have said that as well, because Altaria is not a real mon. I mean, what?
It's not relevant in this matchup. That's what you meant, right?
It's not relevant, that's what I meant.
This isn't the matchup that we need for it.
Does Drill Peck OHKO with... I guess
there's no way Drill Peck OHKOs.
I don't know, I just forgot...
like, they're gonna get a Reflect up, right?
Yeah.
I want to just double the,
Oh, we do have Brick Break on Sarah Ledge.
We do? How did I get you to give it to me? How did you convince me to do that?
I said to break screen, smile, and then you just kind of click the button.
Which one to break screens?
Brick Break.
Yeah, but I have to that's in the back, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that is an option.
I mean, like what, you think I should go hard Ceruledge and then attack into Grim?
I mean, just, yeah, kill the Grim and... I mean, because what, he wants to either, what, like, T-Wave or Screen or Parting Shot here? I guess.
Maybe Screen?
Yeah.
If he T-Waves, that's kind of bad, but if he doesn't, well, we'll just go Ceruledge anyways. Oh, yeah, there's no... Okay, well, that's good.
That's the alpha male.
Alright, let's see. Okay, I went for Drill Peck. Let's see if that KOs with the screens up. It does.
Oh.
Dude, I am simply too good at this game. Why the hell would they go hard into Fluttermane? That was such a bad play. Okay.
They thought we were gonna... I don't know.
I expect them to, like, Parting Shot again here.
Oh, look at... They're not ready for this Brick Break.
Well, I'm also not ready for this Brick Break, is my concern. I want to protect and Drill Peck the Grimmsnarl.
It's still at 0 rage for stacks.
Yeah, that's kind of what position I would like it to stay in.
Yeah. The classic hit everything next to it strategy.
As it is well known.
Oh, ready for this Zapdos? Man,
I want to Brick Break. Okay. I wanted to Brick Break and then next turn go in on the Annihilate. And protect. Okay, so let's see if our third game we get something. Like, Altaria was okay in that previous game. It's just that Fluttermane is significantly very good. It's like a strong Pokemon.
A free thinking team. So the Goth kinda has to come because there's a funny Urshifu water.
How do I get Trick Room up?
You don't.
I have to, right? Trick Room not only, like, is Trick Room okay, Trick Room also just wins?
Yeah, I mean, Heatran in Trick Room kind of clicks buttons.
Yeah, so I think I go Goth, Zap, with Heatran and Ceruledge.
Yeah, that, I mean... They left.
Okay, we turn the timer on. So, it says I rejected open team sheets, which is what you did.
No.
How could you? You're slandering my name. I'll have you know, when I landed, I did several open team sheets games.
Open team sheet is a scam.
Alright, I want you to watch this while I try and pick up a new game with someone who doesn't leave. But just in case Fabio comes back, let us know.
He reconnected. No, I lied.
I have it currently open while searching for the other game. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it does let me do that. Yeah. Alright, okay.
Oh. Stall.
Stall. That's your opinion of this team is stalled.
Yeah,
they have they have 2 defensive Pokemon and a Wo-Chien.
Yes. So
This is just like a screens balance game, dude.
Has Wo-Chien equals stall.
So this seems like a pretty reasonable Heatran game.
Okay, Fabio left. We won.
So, do we just do Perish Trap? So to do Perish Trap, we need to remove Flutter Mane early. So I think that means that we go for the Zapdos Heatran lead, and then bring Altaria and Gothitelle in the back.
Yeah, that sounds a-okay to me. Oh, see, look, stall. Boo.
So I think I Thunderous Kick and Heavy Slam.
Which are you kicking?
I'm doubling the Grimmsnarl.
Okay.
Oh, they're not ready for this. They were genuinely not ready for that.
Ready FF.
That's... Okay, I'm very confused.
It's...
They just saw me click Heavy Slam, right? Am I stupid, or did they just see me click Heavy? I want to protect, and then Heavy Slam...
Yeah, I don't know, the Heavy Slam just seems... Okay, sub, I guess. And while they click Leech Seed again, wahoo! Wow.
I want to go into Goth, because it'll live 1. Or should I just double up?
Yeah, don't you just drill and... in the flower slot, like there's no... like what they swap.
No, they're just going to attack this turn, right? So I want to go Goth, and I want a Heavy Slam.
They're subbing again. Oh, they're... No, look, it has protected stall.
They went for knockoff. That's not nice.
I mean...
So... I mean, I think I just fake out and switch back in Zapdos in the Heatran slot.
Yeah, because I mean, you...
Because I mean, they're going to get the... Or maybe I bring in Altaria. I'm going to bring in Altaria.
Because I mean, yeah, if you...
So, I just realized I no longer have... I wish just, like, run Protect. This Imprison Trick Room doesn't really work. Then again, we haven't run into a Trick Room team, so that maybe that's a stupid call to make. So I go Heatran, and then I need to Terra Grass. No, I need to Terra Steel the Altaria, which is annoying. No, I think I have to Terra Grass.
He's gonna click sub again.
Yeah, so we Terra Grass, we go for Heat Wave, and we click Perish Song. They Shadow Balled and it KO'd, regardless of whether we Terra'd or not. That's annoying. So I just need to get a triple Protect off. If I hadn't Terra'd, I could Terra Steel the Zapdos and probably still lose.
All I'm saying is any game Altaria's come through, we've lost.
Yes, we definitely did not identify Altaria as a top tier sort of Pokemon that we had to, you know, that was a game-to-game win condition. Okay, if you flinch, I will cry. I have been flinched enough in this format. Okay, I was not flinched on that particular turn. Therefore, all is well. I Tailwind here, and then I Brave Bird the Zapdos again. Go away. And now I just get the Drill Break crit into the Wo-Chien that's coming in. Okay, so it seems to me like Altaria is not very good, and the main flaw of this team is that Flutter Mane's really good, which is the problem with every team that you're trying to bring using draft Pokemon rather than just bringing a standard team.
Yeah.
I think that you significantly, falsely over-indexed on Urshifu being oppressive to these teams, because most of these Pokemon bring random Pokemon that are okay into it.
Urshifu is like, I swear, all non-stop on the ladder.
Oh yeah, yeah, we played them. They just stayed on the bench because we had several Pokemon that checked them really well. We played 3 games, or technically 4, and we ran into 2 Urshifus in those 3 games. They just didn't come because we have Pokemon that are pretty good into checking it. Like, next game is Amoonguss and Zapdos, and both of those Pokemon are also reasonable checks to Urshifu. Gonna have to letter again. I'm not even in the 1300s anymore. Oh no. But yeah, look, ultimately, I thank you guys for watching. In terms of our ultimate takeaway, Galarian Zapdos is really good. No matter what sort of game speed you're going for, it can probably fit fine into any of them. The fact it doesn't have Roost is definitely a bit rough for it, though I don't think the other Zapdos has Roost, if we just check.
No, it does.
Okay, they gave the other Zapdos Roost. I think they gave all the other birds Roost, right? Or did they give Moltres Roost? I know they gave it to Articuno.
It has, one of them has Recover, the other two don't have anything.
I swear it got Roost this game as well.
Well, one of them I know had.
Yeah, it still has just has Recover. But yeah, so the other burbs all have it. I think if Zapdos-Galar had Roost, it could fit into very long game sort of things. But I think the medium game, Thunderous Kick, which is mostly designed to disrupt those more offensive game plans, definitely does work. I mean, we saw it put in work against those screens teams. It's got like bulk up itself, but I think lacking real recovery because it doesn't have access to Drain Punch because it has wings, not hands, is a serious flaw for it. But it does enable other themes pretty well. Chien-Pao really can just kind of work with whatever. Etran is good Pokemon. I think we flubbed a lot with it. Gosh, that Shadow Ball. We did have the Assault Vest knocked off. That makes more sense. It's still obnoxious. I think Flutter Mane is almost unrivaled as a Pokemon that kind of removes the ability for tech Pokemon to do interesting things. It was a roll! This is
literally hacking.
49.7%. Unless they were modest, in which case it was not a roll. No, it was still a roll, but one heavily favoring them. Yeah, so what are your main takeaways from this episode?
Zapdos-Galar, good. Thunderous Kick, good and funny and fun.
Yeah, Define obviously is good.
Exists.
I think there's probably
draft,
teams which...
Yeah, and I think in draft you can 100% come to a couple games, but it's, it's not a staple.
I mean, we lost the second we didn't have Cloud9. I guess the major problem would be wanting to run Terra Steel does not work when they're clicking Fire move. So it's like it's just Flutter Mane, right? The problem is that Flutter Mane is an incredibly oppressive Pokemon that is maybe going to be a recurring theme in this. Well, like next game, I'm bringing Zapdos and Amoonguss, who are both pretty solid Pokemon, and okay into Flutter Mane. Neither of them are amazing. Especially because there's no Misty terrain to run Misty Seed Zapdos with, and the Psychic terrain is Indeedee, which is not the same as Lele, so it doesn't really make sense to run on Zapdos. But yeah, ultimately, thank you guys for watching. As always, leave comments down below about how we can continue to advance this series, and consider drafting these Pokemon in draft. Certainly Altaria, I think, maybe more so than one of the Zoroarks. Because it's cheap, and they are not. That's about the main difference. And like we sort of do okay damage. I still don't dislike this. I mean, adding Perish to a team is always good. Just not standing up to the Regulation D ladder, which is also the same problem it would have, I think, if we did it on Regulation C, because Flutter Mane is a very difficult Pokemon to check.
It is a Flutter Mane.
It is, I mean, you would know all about Flutter Mane in draft, right? I'm sure you went undefeated.
Okay, I was getting married and I put like 2 minutes prep into each game. Don't even come at me.
You were getting married over the course of 7 weeks?
Okay, little bro, don't even.
Little bro, you know that I am both older and notably tall.
Okay, don't even.
Apparently also
box
possessing...
me, don't tempt me.
You'll box me.
Dox you.
You'll dox me. I would appreciate it if you didn't. And with that threat, I will be ending the video. Thank you everyone for watching.